G'day, I'm James Stainton from Balista Lures in Australia. What makes our range of lures different to any other lures on the market is our LED technology. And basically what it is, it's a flashing red LED housed in the tail of a lure, and we've got a large selection of lures that all have the technology, but it's a flashing red LED. You cast the lure out into the water, the LED activates, and when you pull the lure out of the water, it turns off automatically. The way the technology works is the fish are attracted to the flashing red LED. The LED increases the visibility of the lure to the fish. If you're in clear conditions, the fish can see the lure from an extra couple of meters away. If you're in murky conditions, they might only see the lure from an extra few inches away, but either way, the lure's more visible. Now they're attracted to the red LED. They can see the light in the lure, but it's the persistent flashing that draws the fish to strike the lure. One of the most fascinating things that I've seen is when we took the LED technology up to James Cook University in Cairns and we tested it out in the labs. Now I'd seen these lures work in the field and I thought to myself that they certainly were working better than comparable lures without an LED, but I was still intrigued to see what would happen when we went into the research labs. So we took an identical lure, and the variable was we had a green LED, blue LED, no LED and a red LED. So they're all the trigger model, they're all just plain silver. So we cast the lure into the tank, and we started off with no LED. The barramundi would come up, they'd have a look at it for a second, and they would turn away. With the green LED and blue LED, the response was the same. They would come up, they would have a look at it for half a second. It was actually slightly shorter than no LED, and they would turn away. They seemed quite shy to those colours. And with the red LED was the most fascinating result. We'd cast the lure into the tank, and the barramundi every time would sit underneath the lure for 3 seconds, mesmerised by the red LED, and half the time they would smash the lure, the other half of the time they would swim away. But what was interesting was the lure's just sitting on top of the water. It's not actually swimming, it's not in motion. So these fish are hitting the lure. So the only thing I could put that down to is the red LED is triggering a response in these fish to hit the lure. The most important thing is to select the right lure for the right scenario, and if you can match the hatch, the LED is going to give you an advantage. If it's during the day, it might be a minimal advantage of say 10%, but when it's overcast, dawn and dusk, if you're fishing at depth, for example, if you're down rigging with the trigger for trout, the LED is going to be, the vibrancy is going to be substantially increased at depth and well worth a try. So if you can find ways, when it is a little bit darker, the LED is going to be brighter and more effective, but even during the day it's well worth giving it a run, as any advantage is a good advantage the way I see it. Have a look on the website, we've got a full dealer list there, and if your local store doesn't have them in, ask them to get them in. We're always delighted to hear from stores and end users. For more information, visit the website www.balista.com.au.